A very good morning, Fabio here. Welcome back to another daily market outlook on all the major dollar pairs and of course gold. So Euro USD, first of all, on Friday the news didn't really do much with it. As you can very clearly see, the overall area of daily supply is still held. So we pop back up in towards daily supply, and from there we just simply pushed down lower again. So no real shift or anything here on the 4-hour time frame. We can very clearly see that we grab liquidity underneath this low. We see some form of a retracement again back in towards that supply zone, but from there nothing really happening here on Euro USD daily time frame. Now going in towards the 4-hour, what are we seeing there? Well, also on the 4-hour time frame, the overall order flow in towards downside remains bearish, right? So the overall momentum is definitely still in towards the downside. This is currently your fractal high, this is currently your fractal low. We pulled back in towards this supply, so right, this buy before the sell-off, and from there we start pushing back down again. So supply is just holding up very well here on Euro USD. Again, this is now your buy before the sell, so I would keep an eye on that as your current area of supply to potentially push the market down lower. Now obviously looking again here at the 4-hour time frame, seeing the overextended nature here of Euro USD and as well what the daily is doing, I would love to see some form of a pullback. However, as long as this daily area of supply holds, I am still just going to be interested in further shorts, potentially back down in towards this area of demand over here. So yeah, just gonna keep an eye on this black line as long as it holds further downside. Okay, if it breaks, then we'll look for a long in towards this area of supply. So that is currently the market outlook for the euro against the dollar. Going in towards the dollar index itself, remember we are inside this area of supply. However, as long as the dollar remains bearish, Euro USD should continue down lower, because it's strong dollar means a bearish Euro USD as the dollar becomes stronger in comparison to the euro. Now looking here at the dollar index, we're stuck inside this supply. Now when do we understand that the market is ready to pull back? Because the daily is a good spot to look for a potential pullback from, right? But if we look here at the 4-hour time frame, we can very clearly see that the fractal low and the fractal high from Friday's video are still valid. We can very clearly see that we've respected this overall area of demand. So if you just zoom in into the individual candlesticks, you can very clearly see the sell for the buy. That is your demand zone, and from there the market continues pushing up higher. So as long as the low here is respected, and we're now inside the sell before the buy over here, this should just continue and push the market up higher. Okay, so that is currently what we're seeing from the dollar. Yeah, higher prices are still expected as long as that overall order flow definitely, at least on the 4-hour, is respected, but also definitely on the daily. Now looking at the news for today, we can very clearly see that we have bank holiday in Japan, Canada and in the US, so not expecting too much from the market today. Definitely yeah, expecting more from tomorrow when we have a lot of red folder news on Tuesday. Going in towards AUDUSD, what are we seeing from this pair? So AUDUSD here has started to push up on at least Friday in towards the upside from this daily area of demand, right? So I think all of us have this noted down as an area of demand. Now going in towards the 4-hour, we discussed some potential longs here on Friday. Now looking here, the only thing I don't really like is if we look to the left, there's not really any clear demand over here that I really like, that is fresh. If you look at this overall sell before that big buy, you can see we already tapped in towards there as well. We've been in it for a very long time, indicating that there's not a lot of demand inside this 4-hour zone. Okay, so looking now at individual candlesticks, obviously on Friday we saw a bullish fractal structure shift. So you come in towards the downside and then you break up, you pull back, you break up again. So you kind of had a double break over here. However, you need to understand what the nature of price is, in the sense that you need to understand the whole picture, because if you look at the whole picture here, you can just very clearly see that we're just more inside this box, right? The price and the market is just more stuck than really wanting to do anything and really breaking out as well. You can see that here, this was obviously a fractal break, but not even with a body, just pulls back. Then here, yes, one body candle close, but then again you're still kind of stuck inside this range. So I am preferring one more push up, definitely, to grab liquidity above both this high, and then maybe from this supply zone we could look for a short again, or maybe push up even higher in towards these liquidity highs over here and over here. But I am just not really getting involved here with AU, because we've now seen a bearish fractal structure shift as well. So going from bullish, we are now in a bullish bearish, fractal structure. However, again, it's only wick breaks. You preferably want to see candle closure. So for me, this is just consolidative. Again, with all the bank holidays going on, I'll just wait until tomorrow to engage with this pair. Going into pound dollar, what is GBPUSD doing? This is the craziest of them all, actually. It's the most consolidated one in the sense that you can just very clearly see it's just so slow, descending in towards the downside, go in towards the daily. What do we see here? Again, we had fresh daily demand, but we've been in it for such a long time. It is just not really moving the market at the moment. Now, what I'm looking at here is daily fractal structure. So here we had a low break. This means for now that this is your daily fractal high, the black line over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on this black line. If we break it, then I would be interested in further upside. Until then, I'm not really getting involved. That is just what I am looking for now. Obviously, this is going to be your first 4-hour high break, this red line over here, but I'll just wait for this high over here to get broken, as that is also your daily fractal high, and will just give a lot more power to pound dollar overall, and will be a lot more confirmation than just one simple 4-hour fractal break. Okay, so waiting for the daily fractal to break until we look for potential longs, which would confirm this area of demand. Going into Kiwi dollar, so NZDUSD, what are we seeing from that pair? So NZDUSD is now stuck inside this imbalance over here. So this buy before the sell, which is now acting up as your area of supply. It is currently suppressing price. Now going in towards the 4-hour, what we saw actually here is a fractal break in towards the upside. So the green line broke, then this becomes your area of demand. However, what you see happening is indeed this morning straight away we just break again the fractal low. So it is just not really giving us any conviction. First we break the fractal high. Okay, let's look for some confirmation to further long it from this sell before the buy right over here. However, then we just straight away break the fractal again. So I am keeping my eyes open for a potential long, but I am being a little bit hesitant. Again, we have a lot of red folder news coming in tomorrow also on NZD, and next to that is of course a bank holiday today. So I'm not going to be trading today. Maybe tomorrow we could look or start looking for a potential long. But then again, remember, there's not a lot of confirmation. We have this daily area of demand, obviously, going in towards the 4-hour time frame. What do we see there? Again, yes, we had a bullish fractal break, but then straight away a bearish fractal break. So I'll just be waiting for one more bullish fractal break again, and then we'll start looking for those potential longs, because for now as well, this daily imbalance over here, this range here on the 4-hour is your daily imbalance, is for now in control. Okay, so therefore it is a little bit too risky for me to start looking for longs just yet. Let's just wait for a little bit more bullish confirmation. Now gold, last of all, gold has been pushing this morning. As you can see, very beautiful. This imbalance over here has been in control. It is what is driving the market up higher today, and we are now seeing the liquidity highs get taken out. So what I'm looking for on gold is to start pushing in towards the equal highs. So we have a lot of equal highs still open. We have this high still open. We have still got this high open, this high, and then obviously this high as well. So for me, I'm just looking for a further continuation of gold in towards the upside. 2 hours and 39 minutes until candle closure. This is your area of demand, right? So this is the new order flow. So looking for this demand zone to hold and push the market up higher. So yeah, definitely still looking for gold longs. So keep your eyes open. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wish you all an amazing day. Make sure to join Discord. See you there, and see you in the live stream today during the New York session. Bye bye.